this triggered you. I hope that was your moment of truth with yourself for you to actually lean into whatever the trigger was so that you can work on that so you can become a better version of you.
Welcome back to the Built for More podcast. I am here with my host, who, if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're not watching this on YouTube, you should, because Matthew looks incredibly handsome. This guy is dialed in. He's Missouri's own. They call him Missouri's favorite. He got last year, he was the most handsome man in Missouri. But ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Smith. Give it up for Matthew.
Dude,
Oh, the crowd's going
I need
nuts.
you like every morning when I wake up, like you just be my hype man, dude. I love it.
That's no problem. That is absolutely no problem. You make it easy to hype. You're
You
you're
know what I
easily
think it
hypeable.
is? I think this is the truth is I asked Dustin, I was looking for because it got a little cold here in Missouri. We got a cold front in. I'm like, man, I see you wear these like overshirts. Like, where do you get them from? And he sent me some link to like $3,000 per shirt. And so I found a
Okay.
cheap version that I
Okay.
could afford, that us regular people can afford. And I
Oh,
think he
that's
just
insane.
likes that I'm mimicking
Uh,
his style, you know?
okay, that's insanity. Okay, I want to remind you that Matthew has multiple lake houses. Okay, and and those are
It's
his
because
like.
I don't spend that kind of money on shirts.
I'm
That's
sure.
why.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe the reason I don't have a fucking lake house is because I'm spending too much money on t-shirts. That is the
Hey,
problem. I
you're on to
mean,
something.
damn it. I do appreciate the accountability in that, Matthew, and I will take a look with my accountant. She's actually in the other room right now. We're gonna have a discussion at the end of this and
Man,
see if I can't squeeze a lake house out of my budget.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Uh,
I'm just throwing shade at you.
Hey,
You
I
look
love it.
great, my friend.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Well, you as well. Excited to hop on today. I'm fresh off of Salt Lake City. Just got back.
Was it?
It was great. It was awesome. You know, um,
The
I
real
think
question is, did they have to call the fire department after you got off that stage, man?
so. I got out of there really quick because I left bodies on the stage.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
there was blood covered the stage. Okay, there was body bags on the stage, and it looked like it was bad situation. So I sprinted out of that thing and got out of there, and I got back to my
Got on the
home.
PJ, got back home, huh?
Okay, calm down. Uh, okay, well, yeah, all right.
Tell me I'm
Well,
wrong.
no, you're not wrong, but what we did do is we got back safe, and I haven't had any federal agents at my door yet. So
Good, good.
we're rock and rolling. But over the weekend, I posted a post on Facebook, and it was a post from a buddy of mine, Brett Tanner, who had posted. When we're inspired by a post, sometimes we take the post and we post on our page and we shout out our friends who
Real
have some
quick,
good content. Yeah.
if you're inspired by someone, audience, if you're listening to this, if you're inspired by someone's post and you want to take it and remake it, please do it. But give the person credit. Dude, I have you ever seen those people that just take everybody's post and just repost it? They don't
Yeah.
mention like who it was they got it from. Don't be
Oh
that guy.
yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be that guy. You want to be somewhat original. And the great thing about content, guys, is all you got to do if you want to create good content is just use your daily life, what you're doing inside your office, what you're doing coaching your team, what you notice, what you're observing, what you're seeing in the marketplace. It's hard if you're not working hard. It's really hard to write good content. I noticed that when like I'm out on the golf course, it's a lot harder to write content on the
Well,
golf
that's because
course.
you're avoiding snakes while you're out there, man.
Okay,
You
yeah.
got enough distractions out there.
Okay. Okay. Matthew beat me one time in Scottsdale and he hasn't let up on the
Hey,
golf
that's
thing.
all it
Okay.
took.
I live out in Arizona. We got rattlesnakes on the course. Okay. So I'm
Not,
actually,
and by the way, audience, if you're not a golfer, the rattlesnakes are not in the fairway. Just saying.
okay. Well, I'm doing dangerous stuff out there. Okay. So I like to add a little danger into my lifestyle. Okay. I'm a big adrenaline
There you go.
junkie. And so, I hit it out into the desert on purpose. Number one, I get my hike in. Number
Yeah.
two, I
There you
put
go.
myself in the danger zone. Number three, I like challenges. So it's like, and I'm out in nature. So, when I get home, my wife's like, how was golf? I said, hiking and golf was great.
Yeah. It's like it'd
And I
be
saw
too
some,
boring if you hit it down the middle and on the green every time, right?
yeah. And I don't do that on purpose. So, um,
Get your money's worth.
yeah. So I posted this post and it was, here's 20 reasons the person in the mirror is the problem. I mean, we talk about this a lot, do we not?
Yeah. Dude, it's almost all we talk about.
It really is because you and I have a value structure that's very similar with personal responsibility being our number one value prop inside of our life and the number one value structure that we follow. And so I really love this, but with truth, truth triggers.
Mm,
Does it not?
yeah,
And no, you know what, Matthew? I got to be honest with you. I got a lot of guilty pleasures in my life. You got any?
I do.
Okay. I know one of them's Diet Mountain Dew. That's mine too.
Yes,
But
sir.
one of them is triggering people with truth. Okay. It
Yeah.
does something. My serotonin levels, the dopamine goes crazy. It's a little bit like a drug. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm like, I just like to do a line of truth. Okay. Bust a line of truth and just start spitting it out and just triggering the world. Right. So what I wanted to go through on this is I want to get I want to get your take on this. You've been in the game for a long time. You're a veteran. You're a legend in the
Now he's
space.
calling me old. He's taking back all
Well,
those compliments from earlier.
we're getting up there, Matthew. You're younger than me, though, to be true.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you're more mature than I am, but I think I'm older than you by a few years. So I wanted to go through these. Okay, 20 things on our podcast today, and I want to get your what you see, what you've observed in the real estate space, in the entrepreneurial space. Before I get started on this, though, I do want to I want to clarify something, and I want to make this as like a little bit of a disclaimer, even though I'm not a disclaimer guy. But asterisk at the end of this podcast, guys, is for fucking achievers. Damn it, I didn't even make it 10 minutes in, and I'm already sending out for.
You just said you weren't going to drop any F bombs, dude.
I literally did. I said that right before we got on here. I'm like, I'm not. I dropped too many f bombs on stage over the weekend. That was my only thing that I need to. I need to cut it out. And it was like 70% women in the audience, and so I need to speak better. Okay, but I this is for achievers, guys. These are people who want to live an elite lifestyle, who want to go big, and who don't settle for anything less than the absolute best in their life and in their business and with their family. So. Um, but I got the list. You got the list,
But
Matt?
hey, yes, dude. Speaking of this podcast, you shared when we were kind of just chatting around before we hit record. Um, you got bombarded at the event
I
from
did.
people that were like surprising you. Share a little bit about what you shared with me with the people and
Well,
how grateful we are.
Matthew, I always think people coming up to me for my looks, I'm like, oh, or like, to check out a guy walks up,
Makes sense.
he wants to see my jacket or something.
Yeah.
Or he's like, hey man, dude, your
Those three
style's
thousand dollar
sick.
shirts, they're kind of wanting
Okay.
to check them out.
Okay. Okay. Or like, Dustin, hey man, I see the jawline's looking great. And I didn't get one of those. And also, if there was a woman that walked up to me, they didn't say anything about my attire or my looks either. So, but they did say, hey, I would say out of everybody that I talked to over the weekend, 60, 70% of them said that they listen to our podcast and that they love it and that it's fire and they love how raw we are and how authentic we are. There's one thing that you and I aren't is polished.
Yeah.
But well, your attire is today. But yeah, we're raw and they loved our podcast and they love the Built for More podcast and that they listen to it a bunch and they get a bunch of value from it. So that made me feel
Yeah,
good.
isn't it weird, man, when you go to those events, it's um it's so like fulfilling for me is like that just that feeling of like what we're doing is like making an impact in other people's lives enough where they get out of their comfort zone and come and introduce and say thank you. Like it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It is cool. And you and I are just such process driven people.
Yeah,
We're not like, we know the outcome, but we're not outcome obsessed. So, like, we just shoot this podcast, we put it out, we're genuine, we're authentic, we talk about what's going on in our business and whatnot, and we put it out there. And then I, we shoot the next one the next week and the next one the next week. So, yeah, it always feels good to hear that what we're doing has some meaning and purpose behind it, which is,
for
I think,
sure.
why we do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so here's what it is. Here's the 20 reasons. Here are the 20 reasons the person in the mirror is the problem. And then I'll give you the post. It says, your personal life is why you're not winning in business. Read that again. Not the market, not the economy, not your broker, team, or your leads, you. Before you argue with me, ask yourself this. If someone else was living your exact daily routine and not hitting their numbers, would you tell them to change? Be honest. Here's 20 reasons the person in the mirror is the problem. Avoid all of these. And if you're not hitting your numbers, slide into my DMs. I want to help. I did get a lot of DMs and a lot of triggered DMs, okay? Which I love. Again, it's my
You
love
mentioned
language.
truth triggers, which is like that's a bar, right? That's awesome. Like I love it. But like, why do you think truth triggers people?
Oh, man. You know, growth is just the constant pursuit of the truth. That's the definition of growth. It's just the constant pursuit of your truth. And knowing what to do and not doing it is spiritual death. I heard that from a Navy SEAL. I
Say
was
that
at a
again.
Yeah, knowing what to do and not doing it's spiritual death. And I
Mm.
always start my talks like this, Matt. I'm always like, okay, guys, I'm not ignorant enough to think that I have any of the answers for you, but I have been around the block long enough. 12,000 hours one-on-one coaching. I've been in this real estate game since 21. I do think that you have the answers. And I go, raise your hand right now if there's things you need to do inside your life, your business, with your wife, your husband, your relationship, your friendships, whatever it may be, your health, your wellness, your finances, your emotions that you need to do and you're just not doing it. Everyone in the room raises their hand every single time. Um, and that makes us human. And what I find about the elite is they avoid avoidance. The only thing the elite avoid is avoidance. That's it.
So good.
The ones that are living the life of their dreams, that are in alignment, their mission, their values, their principles, and their actions are in alignment, right? These got these men and these women that just don't burn out is because they don't avoid. And so I think truth hurts people because it calls out the avoidance. You know, you guys got
Calls
to
out
remember
the
this.
things that they are living in avoidance with themselves, even, right? Like they
Yes,
don't admit these things to themselves, and when someone else puts it in front of them, they don't know how to react.
correct. And they've surrounded themselves with a bunch of people in their life that buy their bullshit. And so when they get
And
a guy like me and you who are just
yeah,
super direct, and I just am, and I ask really direct questions, you know, someone's like, yeah, you know, I really want to need to make more money. I just go, how much money do you make right now? How much money is currently in your checking account? How much is in your savings account? What are you spending a majority of your money on? What is your house payment? What's your car payment? That's a good one to ask
yeah.
people. What are all these things? Where's your
How
money
many
going?
$3,000 shirts do you own?
Okay. Listen, guys. Fair enough. So yeah, I think that's why truth triggers because it's like that old phrase, the truth hurts,
Yeah,
right? But it also what sets you,
free.
yeah. So you want to be a truth chaser, baby. Truth chaser.
Love it.
All right. So if you're not hitting your numbers right now, whether you're a team leader or an agent and you're listening to it, here's 20 reasons as to why you're not. Number one, calling in sick when you're not. Real sickness exists. I've also missed a single day at the office due to illness in 25. I have also not missed a single day in the office due to illness in 25 years. Some days I was sick, I toughed it out. There's a difference between being sick and soft. What are your
Mm.
thoughts on that one, Matthew?
Oh yeah. I got a lot. On like, can we spend the whole hour on this number one? Um,
Uh,
I,
I
and I'm gonna live in truth. I made some adjustments. There's been some transition in leadership in my organization recently. And I had delegated some simple things, office management things to other people. And when I stepped back into that role, I made some changes. And one of the simple changes was that we're not taking off on every holiday just because we think it's a holiday. We fucking work around here. We got a mission to serve. We got people to help. We got stuff to do. And everyone freaked out. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. That's well, the we were closed last year, or this person takes off early. My best friend's cousin take off on their work. Why do I have to work? Because we got a mission to serve. And it's just like it's that people just lose the focus on like what we're doing, and like they're looking for. Here's where I think the real problem lies for this is that people are living for the weekends instead of living for the mission.
Mm.
Like, do you know? I don't know many people that celebrate Fridays, meaning that, like, oh, it's Friday, it's the weekend. I get to take off work and I get it. Like, I just don't hang around with those people. It's like it's just another day to me. And it's because I'm so obsessed with the mission that I'm not looking forward to the day off or the whatever it may be. And I'm not trying to find an excuse to avoid going to work and serving the mission. And I think
Yeah.
so many people are looking for that thing to get in the way, or they didn't sleep have the perfect night's rest. And so they're just looking for any excuse to not go in and do the thing.
I want you to think of all the top performers on your team.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to think of all the people in your life that are top performers.
Yep.
Why is it that they're sick so much less than the low performers?
It's weird.
What is that?
Yeah.
Like people on my team that are the top performing people, they're never sick.
Yep.
Why is that, Matthew?
Yeah.
It's funny because I remember one time you flew out from Missouri, your kind soul, and you came to our Elevate event to speak, and you had been essentially you had a dinner plan the night before. You had to miss the dinner because your flight got delayed, and your flight got delayed again. Your flight got delayed again. You got in super 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 late. Okay, you had an eye infection in your eye. Your eye was like blood red. Okay, I know you don't drink anymore, but I mean, at least your left eye looked like it was partying the night before. All right, you had an eye infection. You had gotten little to no sleep, and you had woken up, and you were one of the first people in the room that morning. Not only did you attend a mastermind and run a mastermind with me that you didn't know you were going to run, that I just threw you in the middle of, but then you went on stage and you delivered at a high fucking level. Guys, a cough, I got a little cough, I got a little headache, I got a little this. Guys, if every time something like that happens to you, you don't show up, you know what we call that? A loser. You're a loser. You're a loser, and you're just gonna lose. Um, and I always remember that because that was a pivotal moment. It's so cool. And I got a gal on my team. She's got 3 kids, and she's a single mom. She's here every single day.
Yeah.
Anyways, number two, scheduling
Well,
personal.
I'm gonna go one more layer deep in there because I think there's lessons for all of us. Is that anyone, dude, can show up on the days they feel good. Anyone can show up and they can deliver when everything's flowing. When you feel motivated, you're inspired, you got a day where it's like you're firing on all cylinders. Everybody can fucking deliver on those days. What's the separator? The people that fucking deliver when they don't feel like it. That's it. That is one thing in common with the average or ordinary and the elite, or losers and winners.
Mhm.
That's it. You got to show up. Like the work needs doing. I made a post this morning, just a short post, is that discipline is a perishable skill. Discipline is a perishable skill, meaning it's a skill that you can build, but it's also a skill that you can lose. And so, are you practicing that skill daily? It's really simple. That's what it takes
Yep,
to win.
agree. Number two, scheduling appointments between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Haircuts, teeth cleanings, DMV runs. Schedule these like an adult outside business hours. Be available to make money during money making hours.
Yep. Enough said. Right? Like it's just finding an excuse to not be at work.
Here's one of the ones that I got, Matt. They're like, yeah, but the DMV is only open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Dude, you know how many times I've had to go to the DMV, Matthew?
How many?
Fucking never. My wife hit me up over the weekend. She's like, "Hey, did we get it renewed, or did I get our thing renewed?" And I was on a plane when she texted me. I literally hopped on my phone. I renewed her registration for 2 years in literally under 60 seconds,
Yeah.
and I did it on a Sunday. Are there times you're going to have to do something between 8 and 5? Sure, but I can't tell you how many people, and it's always the low performing ones,
Yep.
are always getting their hair done, always getting their nail done, always getting their haircuts done, always. Like Cody on my team gets his haircut done at 7 a.m. every other Tuesday. Not that hard.
Yep.
Um, so come on, guys, schedule, schedule correctly. Be an adult. Number three, missing work for every kid's routine appointment and soccer practices. Some things matter, most things don't. Are you an involved parent, or are you just using your kids as an escape from real work? You know which one you are. I want you to talk on this one.
Dude, this one I'm sure triggered people.
Oh yeah, Daddy.
Yep.
That I can't speak on this one. I can only talk about what I observe, but I don't have kids, so this one's on you, brother.
Yep. So I'm a father first. Family comes first in my world. I've got two little girls, 13 and 8, and I'm extremely present in their lives. But they also understand the mission. and I want to share a story that is this is from a father. Okay, my it was her 12th birthday because I share the mission with my family. We have family meetings so much. My 13-year-old rolls her eyes when we have another one. And my 8-year-old's like, all right, I'm excited. Let's have another family meeting, right? Like it's just normal because I want to make sure that I get them in alignment with what we're doing, the season that I'm in, and I want to also understand what's important to them so I can make the commitment to them first, right? And so we are just extremely clear on those things in our family. And I remember sharing with my daughter about um, just the impact I'm able to make through coaching and speaking and now doing this podcast, our Built for More community. Just like I share those stories, those wins, those things with her. And so much so it's made an impact that whenever she's developed like four slideshow presentations to have her own family meeting on something she wants to buy for our family. Last one was a puppy, right? And so she watches these things. But also me sharing the impact that it has in the lives of others. I was sharing with my daughter about how I wasn't going to be able to go to an event. It was an event I was asked to speak at. And we had talked about it, and then the event got moved, and I said, "Hey, we're not going here anymore," and whatever it may have you. And she said, "Well, why aren't you going?" I said, "Well, it's your birthday party, and I'm spending time with you at your birthday party." Dude, with tears in her eyes, she said, "Daddy, my birthday can be celebrated anytime. You can only help these people at this event. You need to go."
Mhm.
Like I literally like got goosebumps. And I went to the event, I spoke, and I had everyone in the room tell her happy birthday. Right.
Cool.
So, but you tell me that that's not going to have a bigger impact in that kid's life than me going to one soccer practice and missing that. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it's like I think it's lack of alignment, and it's just like what you said here is that are you an involved parent that's doing everything you can to be present in your kids' lives, or are you using them as an escape and a way to avoid? I think there's a big difference between the two.
Yep. It's so funny, man. I will tell you, 90% of people that join my team, they say the reason that they want to do it is provide for the family. Yet the biggest excuse that people have as to why they don't do the things they need to do is their family.
Yep.
You're going to put your shit on your kids as to why you're not hitting your goals? Really?
Dude, I got a good one with
Really?
that one. Yeah, so good. And I totally agree. So many people say, I'd take a bullet for my kids. I'd die for my kids. How many of you will fucking live for them? There's a massive difference.
Hit your goals for them.
Yes.
Okay. Be financially
Be
secure
the
for them,
example for them of what's
not the
possible.
warning. Yeah.
Yes.
I had my dad was a warning of what I
Same.
didn't want to be.
Same.
Because here's what I remember. I say this, right? I'm like, man, I grew up and I figured out who my parents really were. And it's like be the parent that your 30-year-old son or daughter can respect,
Yep.
not the one that your 12-year-old can love. I don't know. That's me. But
Yep.
anyways, guys, you can still go to all these things. It's not or, it's and. But
Yes.
here's the thing, guys. Stop using it as an excuse as to why you're not.
Yeah.
Stop.
That
Number
like
four.
how unfair is that for your kids to carry around that
It's so
burden?
unfair. It's so unfair. It's like when I remember as a kid, my parents would get into a fight, right? And they'd bring me in the middle of it. I'm like, don't bring me. It's like, that's so
Yeah.
unfair to bring me in the middle of your argument. It's like, it's so unfair for you to bring your kids in the middle of you not hitting your goals and making it their responsibility. Well, if I didn't, so you're telling me if you didn't have to go to soccer practice, if you didn't have to drop them off at school, if you didn't have to go to take them to the dentist, if you didn't have to do all that, then you'd be hitting your goals. Then you'd be making the money you want to be making.
No, you just find another fucking excuse.
You would eat it. I call them trophy excuses, Matt. They're
Yep.
excuses that people tell that society applauds.
Bingo.
Oh, it's like I didn't hit my call today because I had a charity outing. Okay, great, but I'm glad that you didn't miss the charity thing, and I'm glad you didn't miss soccer practice, but you did just miss the mortgage.
Yep.
I wrote this. It's a good one. It's like, you know what? I've never missed, Matt. I've never missed the mortgage. I've never missed my tax payment. I've never missed a vacation with my wife. I've never missed a day where my wife actually needed some support in some certain area and I wasn't able to provide it. There wasn't ever a time where a charity group walked into my office and asked for money and I wasn't able to write the check. It's funny because all the people that do these 20 things always come to me asking me for fucking money. All right, number four, taking a full day off because the water heater broke. Figure it out. A plumber exists. So does your phone. This is not a reason to not work. Oh, I see this a lot. Do you see this one?
Yes, dude. It's so wild that people will do anything to find an excuse. Like, have you seen the movie Grown Ups, the Adam Sandler movie?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, so what's his name? Chris Rock. He's the cable guy or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, how many people make the excuse of I gotta wait around for the cable guy so they can do the thing, and it's like between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. So again, I gotta take the whole day off in order to do this thing, right? Like I think so many people, dude, it's wild to me. It's like what instead of thinking how can I become the best version of me? How can I serve the mission? How can I show up the best version of myself? It's like what can I do to avoid having to do the thing or become better? And it's like we find all of these things. It's so
Mhm.
wild to me. It,
It
and
is.
it's the littlest things in the world too. It's crazy.
I had a flat tire today. I can't make it in all day.
Yeah, right?
My car broke down. I can't make it in all day. Like, and there's the other one. The cable guy's coming from 12 to 3. Cool. You know what I've done too? I don't do, by the way, I don't go to any, I don't run errands. I don't pick up nothing. I don't do any of that shit. I pay someone to do it. You want to know why I can afford to pay someone to do it, Matthew? Because I don't do any of these 20 fucking things. So
Dude.
I actually got a little bit of, I actually got a little bit, ooh, I actually got some, I actually got a little bit of Skrilla. I got some envelopes, maybe, to where I can pay my sister-in-law to sit at the house from 12 to 3. Why? Because I make more money per hour than I could pay someone else to do it. I don't pick
Bingo.
up the dog poop. Oh, man, I got to pick up the backyard and clean the house. Or that's I can't make it in today.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny you went there because I almost went there and I stopped. So I thought, it's not really relevant, but we're so in alignment. Like I remember the first time that I paid someone to mow my grass, and I remember my friends, my family, my neighbors being like, "You can't even mow your own grass." And I'm like, "You just don't get it. You don't get it. You're gonna continue to stay down here because you refuse to look past what it may look like to other people that you don't mow your grass. I haven't mowed my grass in 10 fucking years, and I never will again."
I take pride in not doing the bullshit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And what's funny is here's what I'll tell you guys. Um, Poor people do stupid activities throughout the day. Okay. Rich people buy materialistic things with their money, and wealthy people buy time.
Yep.
They buy time. What if I make 100 call? I don't know what you make, right? If you're in real estate, you make 100 grand a year, you make a good living. I don't know if that's $50 an hour or something. Anything you can pay somebody, because in real estate, we have compounding efforts.
Yep.
Meaning, if we sell a house, the chance of us getting a referral is pretty high. And if we follow up with those people and then tell their other friends, it's pretty high. So it compounds. So even if it's the same, I can pay someone $25 an hour to do something and I'm only making $25 out, that's fine. But I'm building my business over there. I'm not building it.
Yep. Dude,
Yeah.
and I even had people challenge me. Let's use the lawn mowing thing. There would be time, and I felt guilty for a while until I continued to grow and evolve. But if I'm sitting at home and the lawn company shows up, it's like, I could have done that. No, because you just hit the nail on the head. Because the most important thing to me is time. And so whether that's time on executing on a task, or if it happens to be 7 o'clock at night and I'm spending time with my family, I would be giving up time with my fucking family to go mow the grass. You're telling me that's more important?
Yeah.
No, not a chance. You got your
Yeah.
priorities out of whack.
Yeah. I have a rule. If I'm going to do something I don't want to do, I better be getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Number five, hobbies, eating 4+ hours of your work week up. Oh, here it goes. He called me out on this one. Okay. Golf, pickleball, disc golf, volleyball, love it all after 5. Right. And I actually couldn't agree more. I do golf once a week. I golf on Sundays, Sunday mornings, usually done by noon.
You
But
could look, your golf game could use a little more practice.
okay, I don't disagree, but it needs to be at 5 a.m. on the driving range. Right. It's not eating into me and my goals. I'm not going to let these things that I'm not going to become pro at or make any money at get in the way of my goals. And
Yep.
so I couldn't agree more on that one. Do you have anything on that?
No, that's simple, man.
Yeah.
It's like
So,
it's a hobby for a reason.
okay. Here's another one, big dog. and I can go into this one, and you can go into this one. All right, I'm gonna stretch out.
Yeah, this
Stretch
one
it.
this one's deep if we get it. Yeah.
Uh, Texting your spouse 20 times a day during work hours.
Yeah.
Share the big moments, but if you are in constant thread with your spouse all day, you're not working, you're avoiding.
Let me
Talk to me,
start.
Goose.
For the majority of, I don't want to speak to everyone, but the majority of people that do that, why are they really doing that? I think the underlying reason is way deeper than avoiding work. I think because they're not in a healthy, aligned relationship at home. And I think that that is they're trying to save their relationship instead of being present at work, instead of actually saving the relationship when it's a relationship time and being at work when it's at work. And I think there's a lot of toxicity that crosses over there. I don't know your opinion, but
Oh,
dude, I've been around. I remember when I was like, had friends that were like, they're they would move out every other weekend from their girlfriend and all that fun stuff, right? Those are the people that text their spouse all day, every day. The people that have healthy relationships, you don't have to, right? And so I think it's more of a relationship problem than an avoidance problem of work.
I
Honestly,
agree. So, you know what it's called? Codependency.
yeah.
Okay. And I want you to Google that. Take your phone out right now if this is someone that you do this. And I want you to Google codependency. And I want you to Google if that is healthy. Okay. So, codependency in a marriage, is that healthy? I'll tell you this right now, it is not. Not only is this I've seen this 1,000 times, not more than that, probably. All the people that just rifle off all day long with they have this obsession with each other. By the way, obsession is awful inside of your marriage. Just FYI.
Mm,
If you are obsessed with your spouse, that is incredibly unhealthy. Go get a therapist. If you're texting your someone 20 times a day, guys, you're just out of alignment, like what Matt said. You are not communicating at a level, you're not sharing the mission, you're not sharing the vision for your life, and you guys are out of alignment inside of values. And you have a thing called codependency. And I want you to look at the percentages of marriages that end when there's obsession and codependency present. It's like 90%. The other 10% just stay together miserable. And I'm
mm.
going to leave you with this one. This is for the men on the podcast that are listening right now, and women. You can hear this too because you know I'm telling the truth. If your wife can act like a little girl at home, she's with a man. She feels safe and secure. She can be herself. She can dance around. She can laugh. She can be herself. She can be weird. If your wife acts like your mother, she's with a boy. And if your wife acts like a man, she's with a loser. So if you've got this control thing, and I go with the men that like to be controlling over their spouse, yeah, you're with an insecure boy if he's trying to do that because it's this power trip. And just so you know, guys, wherever control is present inside your relationship, connection cannot exist.
So good.
All right, number seven. This one I'm just gonna read it off. Unless, do you have it sitting in front of you?
Yeah.
Just read it off, and then let's move on.
Number seven, you're still in pajamas after 10 a.m. on a work day. I'm sad this made the list, but here we are.
Yeah, we're moving on from that one. No, if you're listening to this podcast, that's not your thing. Okay. Number eight. This one is one of my favorites too, because I've got a lot of friends that do this stupid ass bullshit. That is like, oh, I loved it when the Miracle Morning or whatever came out, and this became the big thing, which is this is it. Number eight, a morning routine that takes 3+ hours and involves 3+ modalities. If breath work, cold plunge, journaling, and gratitude practice are done by 10:30, when are we actually working? Oh, this one. Man, I see this happen with rich people. People get really, really rich from working really, 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 really hard. Like you look at like the 20 years, 30 years that they worked really hard, 7 to 7, Monday through Sunday, if not more. They worked their face off and they got rich. And when they got rich, what did they get? They got time. And then they started to fill their time with weird ass, eccentric ass things, saying, "This is why I'm successful." Guys, this weird ass morning routine thing just came out like maybe 10 years ago, where we focused on our morning routine for 3 hours. What about the guys in the 1980 or the gals in 1970s that were making millions?
Yeah.
This is a new trend and a fad that is lame. I mean, wake up, say your prayers. I always say, here's mine. I wake up in the morning, I get in the shower. After I get out of the shower, I kiss my wife on the lips. I kiss her on the forehead. I tell her I love you, and I said I'll always take care of you. Is there anything you need from me today? She goes, no. Is there anything you need from me today? And I usually say no. I go, great. Have a great day. You have a great day too. I get in on my way to work. I think of all of my gratitudes that I'm grateful for, and then I get to fucking work.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's well, I gotta wake I and here's the thing, if you have a morning routine, cool.
Yeah,
Dustin has a morning routine.
I
This is
do.
not against morning routines.
It's
This is
not.
a morning routine that you wake up at 10 a.m. and then your morning routine is doesn't get over until 2 p.m. and then you're like, well, I couldn't get my work done today because I had to do my morning routine. It's like do whatever you got to do to be healthy. Do whatever you got to do in your faith. Do whatever you got to do in your relationship. Do that. But get the fucking work on time. And when it's time to work, work. It's like, how many more ways can we find to avoid, right? It's like, I don't know, man. It's so wild. It's like so many people fall for these fads, dude. It's like, well, I gotta do cold plunge, and then I gotta do a sauna, and then I gotta do my workout, and then I gotta meditate, and then I gotta stand on my head for 2 hours. And it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, well, then I gotta do all my journaling, and it's like, when are you gonna work?
This is I gotta say, Matt, that you're gonna be exhausted by the end of this list because I can already feel your frustration.
Man, it's
You are gonna,
wild to me that
dude,
this is
uh,
so these are so common sense, but it's so needed to be said, dude. It's so
because
needed.
people really do this shit.
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna go to number nine, and we're this one's not even worth talking about either. But it's not starting real work until 10:30 a.m. You do the dog walk, school drop off, 3 hour morning routine. Now it's 10:30. Congrats, you lost the day. That we're gonna move on. Like, get to work earlier.
So let's start. Yeah, get to work early. Also, I know I'll have people that they're like, well, I got to pick my kids up off the bus. Awesome. If you got to be there for your kids, be there for your kids. But guess what? Guess what I did I still do. There's times like I'm in a season of like I always protect family time. But sometimes it's like I gotta make sure that I gotta stop work to start family time. Well, when family time gets over, guess what? I start again. This thing called work. And it's while my kids are sleeping because the work still needs done. And it's like if you can't get it done, if you're listening to this podcast, it's called Built for More. You know you have something in your heart that you're capable of more than the results that you are currently getting. There are no work hours. The work needs doing. Just get it done.
Quit demonizing hard work.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's so funny. I watch these lazy ass parents, lazy as shit, not getting nothing done, not hitting their goals, but yet they want their kids to be working hard, be committed, work hard on your homework, work hard at your soccer practice, work hard. You want them to do all this hard work while you want to sit around demonizing it and avoiding it in your own psychology.
Well, do as
So,
I say, not as I do is a great parenting style, right?
oh yeah, it works really well. I'm so confused, Dad. Um, all right, number 10. No idea how you win or lose each day. Every day is an experiment. You try something new, you switch often, you have no scoreboard. That's not entrepreneur, that's wandering. Your
How many
thoughts?
people, dude, how many people have a clear scoreboard of did I win the day today? Very, very few. It's something simple that I teach. I stole it from Andy Frisell. It's called the power list. Name 5 critical tasks, not a fucking to-do list. 5 critical tasks that if you do these 5 things, you move the needle forward today in your life. If you want to do 25, awesome. Pick the 5 most important and just fucking execute those day in and day out. And if you execute those every single day and you put a big W on the top of the page, guess what? You won the fucking day. But it's not, oh, well, I'm really, really busy. We fall in love with the wrong things, right? We instead of actually, let's step back, let's take a deep breath, let's look, realize if we're in the game of business, by the way. And in games, there's winners and there's losers. What do I do to win this game of business? What do I do got to do to win this game of life? And I need a crystal clear scorecard. If I do this, I win. And then fucking do it. It's really simple, but here's why people don't do it and why they don't simplify it. Because if they make it really simple and they make it really clear, then they can't justify why they didn't do it. But if it's very vague and it's not specific, then we can skate around it and people will feel sorry for us or people will think that we still are working really hard and at least we tried. Instead of, no, did you execute on the most important thing? Yes or no?
Yep. If you're a team leader, my list is I literally have 3 a day non-negotiables when it comes to my team. That's it. Number one, I show up to my team meeting every single day. Number two, I connect and communicate with my top 20% every single day. And number three, I coach and train my top 20% I coach, and then my team I train. That's it. That's it. And for my recruiting, we hit 10 connects a day for recruits, 10 connects a day in the database in front of the team. And if you're a team, I'll give you the three on our how you know you won your day or not. Did you lead generate and did you set 2 appointments today for a buyer or a seller?
Yeah.
Did you do a 2 appointments a day, 10 a week, 40 a month, a 2, 10, 40?
Dude,
So
speaking of truth triggering, I remember a post I made, and it said, if you're in real estate and you did not set an appointment today, what the hell are you doing? And I got so much pushback. Well, I did this thing and I did that thing. I'm like, you guys are missing the point. Like you're fighting for your lack of progress. Like if you took half of that energy and you turned it into something productive, you would have set a fucking appointment today.
yeah. And here's what's funny. Rarely, you'll never get these from these guys. Like if you say something like this, these guys and gals, you'll never get this. I didn't set an appointment today, Matt. My apologies. I did have 7 appointments today, 3 buyers, 4 listings, and then also I have 19 current pending.
Yeah.
You don't get it because those people love the shit that you said because they know every other day out of the week they set an appointment. The ones that have a problem with that are the ones that never set appointments.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are triggered because it's true.
All right, number 11, following online gurus and chasing awards. 99% of the people who look like they are crushing it on social media are barely profitable. Stop studying highlight reels and build your own results. I think this one just goes back to my team asks me this all the time. They'll bring up another team in town, or they'll bring up another agent in town, or they'll bring up what the competition's doing or something. And I literally say, I go, why the fuck do you guys care?
Yeah.
The only people that care about what other people are doing are losers.
Yep.
You're losing. I don't care. I don't follow. I've unfollowed every single agent inside of our market, period. Okay. I do not follow any of them. Right now, I only follow top dogs who I know have great results, who inspire me, but I'm big on just go post and ghost,
Yep.
post and ghost. And so a lot of times you're finding the next new guy or the next new gal to follow to train with whatever it may be. You're just in avoidance. You're trying to find a new strategy when you already know the strategy that you need to adhere to in order to get to where you want to be.
So true, man. Like I remember years ago when I was just, I mean, I'm still in build phase, but it was like, hey, this was just an idea phase. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I was obsessed with what everyone else was doing. And I was obsessed with every time I make a post, to be like, did anyone like it yet? Did anyone see this yet? Oh no, maybe I
Mhm.
should take this down. Oh, I should change this thing. Or that was a bad photo, right? I would just obsess over the wrong things. And what's wild is I would literally like when I was struggling when I was an agent that didn't have clarity on what I wanted to build and I was living in a scarcity mindset. Guess what? The first thing I did every single day, I looked at my pendings board. I looked at how much money I was making. Guess what I did as a team leader when I was building the team and I didn't have clarity on the vision and mission that I wanted for my team and for myself and for my life. I focused on what the competition was doing. I looked at where I ranked in a ranking report every day. Every day. I don't know what the competition has done for the last 5 years, and I don't give a shit. Doesn't
Don't
matter.
care.
Nope. It's irrelevant to
Don't
me.
care. Don't care. Number 12, surround yourself with low level thinkers because they are quote unquote your people. You're comfortable. That's the problem.
I want to go back to number 11 really quick is be careful who you follow. Be careful who you take advice from. There's a lot of fucking Instagram entrepreneurs out there that are selling you shit and selling you BS. Find someone that has actually built something and is still doing something that you want to build and something you want to have. That's the people we need to learn from.
Yep. Agree. Agree. All right. Surrounding yourself with low level thinkers because quote unquote, they're your people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
we got
they
eight
make me
more.
feel
We've
good
got
about
eight more of the,
myself.
yeah, we got eight more of these to go. So, I mean, we can't go heavy on all of these, but this, I asked my team this the other day. I go, how much time do you spend around people that are significantly further than you? And everyone was thinking, they're like, shit, rarely. Like, yeah, dude, most people are the man or the woman in their life.
Yep.
They're it. They're the person, right? And you hang around low level people so that um, you're not held accountable. Because when you get around big players, they through their presence they hold you accountable.
It's something very powerful there. I believe when you hang around high level people, there's implied accountability. It
Yeah,
doesn't have to be said. It's
yeah,
just expected.
yeah. And I always say this: if you want to know why high level people don't want to hang around you, because they give you this, they give you this much information, you take it this far.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't do anything with the information. You ain't making nothing happen. And so you got to get around high level thinkers. Honestly, man, I'm suffocated by it. I, I don't spend a whole lot of time with, I used to do the 33 rule, which was I spent 33% of my time helping people that were below me, 33% of my time that were people were on the same path with me, and then try to spend 33% of my time with people further than me. Anymore, that bottom 33%, I obviously have hired people to help them inside of my organization. I've created systems and processes to help those people. Um, if that bottom 30% too, you can ingest my content, you can ingest our podcast, you can take that kind of stuff. But I don't help people who don't want my help anymore.
Yep.
I don't. You've got to be an absolute dog that is like running very fast and working very hard for me to want to spend time with you if you're doing far less than me.
In order for us to run as fast and as far and as long as we do, man, like I've energy is everything. And it burns my energy to do the bottom 33. It fills my energy to do the top.
Yep.
And so it's almost a disservice if I slow down to like go down to that 33 that you mentioned in that analogy because I'm not the best version or the example or the model for them and I'm not demonstrating what's possible if I'm slowing down too much. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yep. It does. It does. And I'll leave it at this. If you want to get around people that are further than you, you have two things. This is it. Number one, outwork them.
Yeah.
Your goal is to outwork Matt. Your goal is to outwork me. Work harder than me. Number one. Number two, pay them. Number 13, constantly saying, I deserve this. And at this point in my life, or I've worked all this time, status symbols to impress people you don't even know, financed by money you don't really have.
I'll just
Uh,
say this really simple. The world owes you fucking nothing. Get rid of this entitlement attitude. It's not serving you.
Yeah, and if you're like, I see this often where it's like I'm this old and blah blah blah, and at this point in my life, I just don't really want to do this. Okay, are you financially secure at this point in your life? Are you where you want to be at this point in your life? Because if you're call it 52 years old and you don't have the finances you want, you're not where you want to be. Tough shit, man. You had 52 years to get there, and you're still not there. So we better change some things this year.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you probably got to work harder because you got less time to get there.
Yes, so let's go.
Yeah.
Number four, posting relationship goals content when things have never been worse at home. Your friends know, most people you know, more people than you know. Oh wait, no, wait, hold on. Posting relationship goals content when things have never been worse at home. Your friends know, more people than you think know. Oh yeah, it's good. It's true.
Yeah.
It is true. Get your shit. I'm a big one on this. We'll move on because we already talked about this. But dial in your home life. Okay, dial it in. Get in alignment. It, a big reason why you're getting resistance at home is because you don't keep promises. You say things are going to happen and they never happen. So
Yep.
your partner subconsciously doesn't trust you. 15, reading fewer than 5 books a year and thinking self help is for suckers. Not growing is not a flex. Not growing is not a flex.
How
Uh,
wild is it that we have to say that?
I know. It's
Like
so
it's
fun.
become cool to say, well, good for you, Dustin, that you read, but I haven't read a book in 10 years.
I know this one is so funny because it and I won't get into it big, but I had a guy tell me, he's like, I'm not into the rah bullshit or that whatever personal development shit you're into. And I'm like, I feel bad for your kids and your family and the people that you lead.
Yeah, dude, I had someone in my family years ago when I started on this personal development journey and I started sharing lessons online. Um, they were at a family function and they said this, and I'll never forget it. They said, "Well, Matt, Matt over here trying to be fucking Tony Robbins, ha 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 ha," and like tried to like make fun of me. Dude, I made him feel like such an ass. I'm like, "Whoa, that's the biggest compliment I've ever gotten. Thank you so much." He was like, "Well, I didn't mean it that way." I'm like, "That's how I took it. Thank you." Like you
Dude,
compare me with Tony Robbins? Thank you so much, man.
dude, people would make fun of me for partying too hard, like in my early 20s. And then I started to get into this shit. And then people would make fun of me for
Yeah.
being all into personal development and growth and reading books. And then, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't know he cares about his money. And I'm like, yeah. And you know what? Now those same people ask me for jobs and ask me to borrow it. So,
Yep.
number 16, not speaking about money, knowing nothing about money and wondering why you don't have any. Study it. It's not complicated. It just requires effort.
Yep.
Money is just like the gym, dude. It is just like the gym. There's just some simple principles and it takes effort and it takes a little bit longer than you think. But I will tell you this, people are very impulsive when it comes to their money, whether it's
Yes.
buying big purchases or buying little purchases. They're very impulsive and they don't know where it is. I'll give you this. The best thing that I ever did, and this was my partner who's incredibly wealthy. First, I meet him within the first 6 months. He's like, you need to get a P&L for your personal life.
Yep.
You need to know where your money is going. Dude, because I was making more than enough money. I just didn't know where it was going. And so, study it. A great book, too, by the way, Psychology of Money.
Yep. Really good.
Yep.
That's my go-to as well. And there's a couple things really quick is that there's three things with money. You got to earn it, you got to keep it slash store it, whichever language you like, and then you got to figure out how to multiply it. You do those three things, money will never be an issue. Here's why most people don't, is because they're too emotionally invested into the money. Dustin, did you maybe you can relate? Are you at a point where like money has zero emotional attachment anymore?
Yeah. 100%. But can I tell you why it doesn't, though?
Yeah, please.
I have enough of it.
Yeah.
And I got
And
enough
I'm
of it.
curious, at what point did you what at what point was the enough of it to where you could remove emotions?
I call it my swan number, the sleep well at night number. And
Yeah.
this is how I came up with this, which was figure out my lifestyle. I like to golf. I still travel, guys. I get my shit done. I hit my goals every single year. There hasn't been a year in the past 7 years. My team hasn't grown year over year. My development company has grown year over year, every single year, all of these things. And I said, okay, these are all the things that I like to do in my life. This is where I like summers, winters, all this stuff. How much does that cost? Okay. And let's just use a round number. $10,000 a month. That's your blow it money. That's your bill money. That's your all money, whatever. It could be $100,000. I don't care. So you spend $100,000 a month, 10 grand a month. I want you to save up 24 months of that money. Okay. And I want you to put it in a money market account at your bank at 2, 3, 4%. They'll give you the more money you have in the bank, the more percentages they'll give you, by the way. Um, and because if you got no money, they give you like zero, whatever percent, but put it in a money market account, 24 months. So if it's 10 grand a month, that's $240,000. If it's 100,000 a month, that's $2.4 million. And put it in that bank and do not touch it. Now you're at zero. Now you're at a floor. And that was the moment when I was just like, oh, dude, like everyone could leave my team. I could rebuild this whole fucking thing in 24 months easily.
Yep.
And money, what about you? When did money have no emotional
So there's levels to it. Very similar. I think mine was close to 24 months. Very similar process. Was like the final. But I remember the first time is, dude, like this is like how emotionally I was about money. Because I didn't have any of it. Is when I could go out to eat with friends, pay the bill, and not to check how much it was before I could pay it.
yeah.
At that point, I'm like, whoa, this feels different. And I no longer obsessed about how much money I was making, any of that, because it's like I had enough of it where I could do something I enjoyed and I could actually give it to other people without having to like suffer myself.
Yep. Um, if you think about your money up front, you won't have to think about it when you're out and about.
Yeah.
Like I always say, if you have to think about money on vacation, it's because you don't think about it at home. right? And I will tell you this: getting aligned with yourself and being happy with your current behaviors and not having this escapism and not being unhappy with the relationship you have with self. The greatest thing that helped my money was me actually filling the voids, my internal voids, myself instead of with external factors.
Yep.
All right. Number 17, your wealth plays are always MLM, a crypto scheme, 100% OPM, hard money this, none of your own skin in the game. Ever notice that? Uh, there's no such thing as rich quick, guys.
Nope.
And if you're the type of person that focuses on this stuff, that's just a symptom of your mindset and where you're at. Like you're trying to avoid hard work at some point.
Yep.
Like, are there people who've made a ton of money off Bitcoin, ton of money off crypto, and ton of money? Of course, absolutely. But have more people lost? Yes. The flip
And
game, dude.
what about the studies of people that have like won the lottery? What percentage of lottery winners go bankrupt in the next 5 years?
It's like all of them. The only ones that didn't were the ones that were already rich.
Bingo, because the real value is in who you become in the
Hmm.
process of learning how to earn, store, and invest your money or multiply your money. That's where the value is, not the money itself.
Quit trying to hit the lottery and get to fucking work.
Yeah.
Number 18, treating
Put that on
networking
a
like
t-shirt, dude.
yeah. Treating networking like a competitive sport. You work every room, you collect cards, you follow up with no one. Your actual network isn't growing. Your ego is. I would say this. You know what most people, most people call it networking. You want to know what they're really doing?
What?
Not working.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
I
the
hate
E's and O.
networking. I hate it with a passion. I don't like the small talk. I don't like to talk about myself, and I don't like to hear you brag about you.
I know.
And
Dude,
I've learned like the higher performers I get around, they're the same way,
mm,
right? It's like I don't want to talk drama and gossip, and I don't want to hear about how good you used to be and all these like I want to talk about things that actually matter. And I want to talk about building something or helping others or serving them. Like those are the things that I get fired up and talked about. And it's just like at networking events, you can't do those things.
yeah, and the agents that hit every single networking event, all of them are at the very, very bottom of the production list. Number 19, a calendar that looks like it was hacked. No time blocks, no goals, no next steps, just random appointments floating in space. Zero calendar discipline equals zero execution discipline.
It's not in your
But
calendar, it doesn't exist.
our buddy John's got a good one. He's like, coaching session. Give me your calendar, give me your database. Coaching session over.
Yep.
You show me your calendar, and I will tell you whether you're going to be successful or not. It's that simple.
Well, so many people get it wrong, right? The time blocking is the hype thing, right? All the books talk about it now. But the truth is like time management, time blocking is like I got to manage my time better. Dude, time management's a myth. You can't manage fucking time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. You're shooting at the wrong target. Instead of trying to manage time, manage the choices that you make in the time that you have.
Yep.
Stop wearing busy like it's a badge of honor. Be productive, be efficient, be effective. And when you say you're going to do something and you make a commitment to your calendar, let it be your accountability partner. Keep those promises you made to yourself. When things shifted for me, is I got it. Me and Amanda got into an argument because I had missed something that was important to her. It was a relationship thing years ago. And she knew I had this rule. If it's not my calendar, it didn't happen. And she realized and learned that she's not the exception to that, right? It's like, well, I would love to have been there, but it's not here, right? And so, like, obviously, it was a little smoother than that, but like the lesson was like, we got it, we got. She's like, I have to put those. I got to put date night on the calendar. Yes, yes, you do.
Yeah. Calendar is a free personal assistant, guys. Dial
Yep,
in your time. Guys, I'll give you this last one. You need to quit. 2 hour appointments need to be hour appointments. Hour appointments need to be half hour appointments. Half hour appointments need to be 15 minutes appointments, and 15-minute appointments need to be a text, a phone call, or an email.
yep.
So, and then you need to respect your time. I'll tell you this. You need to start valuing time over money. Okay. Losers value money over time. Winners value time over money.
Let me give
Um,
you a hack. Google Calendar has a setting in it. Go in your Google Calendar right now, and you can set the default meeting to 20 minutes. Go do it. I just
that's
gave
what
you. I tripled your time.
That I do that. When I send that now, I used to send hours. I send 20 minutes. Someone wants to
Yep.
talk to me. If someone wants to just talk to me, it's 5, 10 minutes, but I have the auto on 20.
Yeah, my Calendly is 5 minutes. And they're like, well,
Yep.
I need longer than that. Well, sorry. Make it
Okay.
fast.
So this is the only one that I disagreed with. And it's probably because I'm a little bit OG. Okay. I'm an OG gangster. Okay. Um, and then I thought about it and it's like, actually, I don't disagree with it. I'm just at the point in my life where I have a bunch of people who do it for me. Number 20, making technology your weakness on purpose. I'm just not a techie person. Okay. Enjoy losing to someone who is. This is using your database, guys. This is using the auto dialers. Like we have auto dialers. It's so funny. I had like so many. I was paying freaking thousands of dollars a month on the auto dialer, and I go in there and no one's using it.
Yep.
Like guys, the triple line dialer. Like why aren't you guys? And then I'm like, oh, I got to remember we're chief repeating officers. I haven't reminded them in a long time. And then our database. There's so much leverage inside of your database. Like my calendar. Once I put something on my calendar, I delete it out of my brain.
Yep.
It's done. Delete. Delete. I'll worry about it then. Delete. So,
And I'll add a layer to this is that I'm not an early adopter of tech. I'm just not because I want other people to work the kinks out. I'm watching, but
mhm,
I'm waiting for someone else to make it easier for me to use it so that I can not avoid the things right here that I need to do that are right in front of me,
mhm.
while someone else can let's use AI as an example. How many agents do you know they're using AI to avoid
Oh my God, all of my,
versus the agents that are using AI to become more efficient and effective? There's a massive fucking difference.
I have, I know somebody, there's multiple people in my life that are obsessed with AI. And I go, if it's so good, then why are you still getting nothing done?
Yep.
Why are you still getting nothing done? Why are you still not pending deals? Why are you still not making your calls? Why are you still not going out on appointments? Anyways, now I'm all fired up
So,
again.
dude,
What are some,
real quick, John pulled a last minute, hey, pull people on stage for the team leaders that were in the room that were up year over year, and let's do a panel at his Tahoe event. And I remember he asked a question, and I had a different answer than everyone else on the stage. Massive respect for those leaders on the stage. Close friends of mine, they are killers. But he asked a question similar to knowing what you know now, with all the changes coming in the marketplace, with AI, with all of this stuff, what are the things that you're focused on in 2026? And everyone had great answers. You know what my answer was? I ain't changing a thing. I'm sticking to the core fundamentals. I know what fucking works. As long as I stick to these things and I win the day every day, I'm going to win in 2026. Everyone else is focused on distractions and different things that are going to be the magic bullet to avoid the work. I'm focused on the work.
well, yeah, you were up 30% year over year. So if you just do that same thing this year, and do the same thing next year, and do the same thing next year, and do the same
We're
thing
up
next year, it's like,
42% so far this year, my friend.
exactly, exactly. So it's like I say the same thing. What are you changing? Nothing.
Why would I change it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I love it.
I
All right,
remember
any
an
final?
analogy I have is I had a new investment guy years ago when I started making a little money. And I called him and I was all excited. And we were doing a yearly planning for next year. And I said, all right, man, what are we going to do next year? What's the game plan? What are we going to change? What, like, I was all excited. He's like, whoa, are you happy with the results last year? I said, dude, I'm ecstatic. It was great. He said, then why the fuck would we change it? I'm like,
Let it let it
duh.
compound.
How
Yeah.
about we just do more of what's already working? And it was like a light bulb moment for me. And I've applied it to so many things.
And our buddy Chep, he says, "What got you here will get you there."
100%.
Yeah. Any final thoughts on this list, my friend?
If this triggered you, all jokes aside, if this triggered you, I hope that was your, any of these triggered you. I hope that was your moment of truth with yourself for you to actually lean into whatever the trigger was so that you can work on that so you can become a better version of you.
And I couldn't have finished it any better. And if this triggers you, please send me a message because I love it and it makes me so
Dustin's going
happy.
to screenshot it and he gets so
I
much enjoyment.
I do. I get so happy because I love truth triggering more than anything. And these are for this list is for the avoiders, guys. So if you're not avoiding, this won't trigger you. You'll just be shaking your head like, yep, yep. But me and Matt want you guys to have the best possible year you can. We want to be a part of it. We want to be. I would say I just want to have my thumbprint on the growth of individuals who actually want it. And I love to help in any way, shape, or form. And I know Matt does too. And that's what our Built for More community is about. It's about helping people take their life and their business to the next fucking level.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. See you guys. Make sure and share this podcast. If you got something good from it, share it to a friend. Share it to they don't even need to be in real estate. I mean, if they're in real
Share,
estate,
hey,
great.
share it to somebody that it's going to trigger. We don't care.
We don't care. You want to let us piss people off. You don't got to piss them off. Let us piss them off for you. Leverage that. All right, guys. See you on the next episode. Peace.